Ankur,
Yes, sir.
are you feeling relaxed or you are feeling tense?
Sir, I'm a little bit nervous, but
why?
overall,
But why are you feeling nervous?
sir, it is my first mock interview.
So what?
No, sir, I'm...
You have to be, we are just interacting. So why don't you go slightly back?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Better?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you like to be called Ankur or Pandeyji?
Sir, I would... anything which you like, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So Ankur, you are a civil engineer. So I'll start with that. It's become this weather is really, really, I don't know how you're wearing the suit. It's so hot. As a civil engineer in a building, what you can do to reduce the consumption of, one is the heat, how you, make sure that, house is cool. And let's keep it at that.
Sir, there are many ways in which we can bring down the temperature of a building. For example, say in the construction phase, we can use some materials which are basically isolated, which isolates the heat. For example, sir, there are AAC blocks, autoclaved aerated blocks, which can...
But they will increase the cost of the building. Why can't you think of a material, of the, techniques which actually bring the cost down and at the same time, give you advantage of the weather?
Yes, sir. Use of clay is also one of the methods in which we can bring down the cost, and also there is something known as a mitti cool these days, which is being which are being also used by various startups, scaled by various startups in order to cool down the buildings. Mitti cool startup is there, and sir, apart from the materials, sir, even if the structure is already made, then we cannot change the material which is there. In that case, we can apply, sir, there is some aerogels are there which we can apply on the building and which act as an isolated layer, sir, on that building. Moreover, sir, if we are constructing the building, we can design it in such a way that there is proper ventilation and proper flow of air is there. For that, we can use historical wind data, historical those type of things, and we can design in that way, sir.
This Ayodhya temple
Yes,
is
sir.
being built with there's a technique. I will not say new. That technique, why we don't use in normal construction?
Sir, I'm exactly not sure about exact plan of the Ayodhya temple, but I have seen some of the features of it. For example, sir, it has used stone. It has not used traditional cement, traditional concrete and steel. It has largely relied on stone structures.
No, it's an interlocking.
Yes, sir,
They're
interlocking.
using the interlocking stone
Yes, sir.
technique, which is no mortar, nothing has been used,
Yes, sir.
no concrete has been used.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm asking you, why can't we use it in other? What are the constraints in using in
Sir,
buildings?
workability is one of the major issue with this. Large scale use in urban settings is not very much we can do with this. And sir, other things being, sir, there is also an issue of cost also. Our machines, major machines are not designed for that. And so large scale high rise top buildings cannot be made through that technique, sir. So these are the things I can, sir, remember.
Can think about.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, right now.
You have interest in what is happening abroad and India?
Yes, sir, I do read about international affairs.
You do
sir.
read
Yes.
about. You read today's newspaper?
Today's newspaper I have not read, sir.
You have not read?
Yeah, no, sir.
Okay. When did you read last?
Sir, I have read day after.
Day before yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what? Can you tell me two news which struck you?
Sir, one of the recurrent news in newspapers in international affairs is related to Israel-Palestine issues, sir, mostly. And sir, other news are also there. For example, Russia-Ukraine, sir, and
anything about domestic in India happening? Any news you
Yes,
caught
sir.
your attention?
Sir, most of the news these days are revolve around Indian politics. But apart from that, sir, there are news about heat waves and soaring temperatures all throughout India, sir, and many people are suffering from that. And sir, maximum temperature currently in Delhi was 52.7 at some places.
Mhm.
I've read about it and it struck my imagination.
Why do you think this temperature suddenly has such an increase in Delhi?
Yes, sir. So, sir, this time of the year it is generally the hottest in most parts of India.
Why it is this at this time it is so hot in Delhi?
Yes, sir. So, sir, every year temperatures are rising due to climate change. Apart from that, sir, there is in mostly cities there is an urban heat effect, in which the heat gets trapped inside the urban areas as a heat island.
Mhm.
And sir, also there are some astronomical reasons. Also, these 9 days are generally most hottest in most parts of India. In Hindi, we call it as Nautapa.
There is a specific reason now cited by what you could say meteorologists, due to which there is excess heat or heat wave. Can you relate it with western disturbances?
So delayed onset of western disturbances, I think, was the reason cited by them.
Anyway, okay, just now we shift to something else. You mentioned about the Israel-Palestine.
Yes, sir.
What is happening there?
Sir, on October 8th,
No,
Hamas.
don't give me the history. What is happening at the moment?
Sir, right now, throughout the world, there's a campaign in several countries on social media. They are posting a specific post which says "All eyes on Rafah," in which all of the major celebrities throughout the world are saying that.
No, I asked you. I didn't ask what is happening around the world about
Yes.
it. I'm asking what is happening between the two.
Sir, Israel is actually has waged a war against Hamas, and in that several civilian casualties are also happening.
Mhm.
And sir, that is happening, sir. And humanitarian aid is also.
When you read the newspaper 2 days back, there was a very big headline about something, some area being occupied or something.
Sir, I think Rafah was in news here, sir. It is the southernmost city of in Gaza, sir.
Why are Rafah is so important?
Sir, because it is one of the it is believed that it is one of the safe hideouts for the Hamas leaders, because it is deep down in the Gaza Strip.
You've not read it very carefully, the newspaper. Let me tell you that. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
No, it's nothing to be sorry about. It's okay. You are, appearing for you are going for an interview of an organization which is, close to the heart of the present government.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
Yes, sir. So, sir, right now India is at a cusp of development in which our young population is, our median age of population is just 29, and we have a large working age population. Sir, it is predicted that from around 2050, the share of elderly would increase to around 20% of the population, which will, in that case, we have to cater to that large scale social security needs. And sir, Government of India is Viksit Bharat plan also gives much importance to social security, providing social security. In that overall context, sir, EPFO is a growing organization. It is growing at a healthy pace, and sir, EPFO is trying to cater to all the establishments in which 20 or more workers are, sir, working, sir.
EPFO, you said, it's playing an important role in the field of social security,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
What changes, you have heard about the new labor codes?
Yes, sir.
Have you read about them?
Yes, sir. I have read some of the highlights, sir. Yes, sir.
So what are the changes which will, once these are implemented, what changes in EPFO would be required?
Sir, first of all, in order to increase the coverage, the courts have removed the schedule system. Before the courts, EPF Act mandates that whichever industry or establishment is mentioned in Schedule 1 and having more than 20 workers are mandatorily required to register with EPFO. Sir, now the code have removed the term schedule, and all the establishments which are there who employs 20 or more workers will be automatically included in the EPFO. So this is one of the major change in which is done in EPFO. Apart from that, sir, there is instead of using the word inspector, they have used the word inspector cum facilitator, which is, sir, intended to promote ease of doing business, sir. So these type of changes are
How they
particularly
will
to EPFO.
changing the nomenclature of a designation, how it is going to change the ease of doing business?
Yes, sir. So, sir, basically the idea is to not to just arbitrarily go and inspect all the establishments, which creates harassment for the employers. Sir, instead, what the UPFO is trying to do, it has a central unit known as Central Analysis and Inspection Intelligence Unit.
Okay, my last question.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about this, these organizations, normally the experience of the worker is not very good. Tomorrow, when you join the organization, what changes you would like to, two changes which you like to bring about to change the image and make it more effective? Just two.
Yes, sir. First of all, sir, the image of EPFO is one of the best organizations in the government. According to Grievance Redressal Index, EPFO is the #1 agency in terms of grievance redressal. The average time for grievance redressal is around 7 days for EPFO. And so it is doing wonderful task in customer satisfaction. But sir, having said this, there is always a scope of improvement, including in EPFO. So two things I can think at this moment. One of the issues in EPFO is that it is not having the men force issues, sir. Sir, various posts are vacant. So sanctioned posts are around 24,000, and currently EPFO is working around with 15,000 workforce, sir. So that post needs to be filled in order to cater to, sir, the public. And sir, second is rationalization of big regional offices, which is already being happening in EPFO. Big regional offices are defined in such.
So what? Just last thing. What change you are going to bring in? You're not. You're just saying what is already happening. Anyway, now I'll stop it there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Ankur.
Hello, sir.
Is PF deduction compulsory for an employee?
Sir, PF reduction is mandatory for all the employees whose wages are less than 15,000 and who are working in an EPFO registered establishment, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I decide that I don't want to pay for on my behalf any contribution I don't want to make in Provident Fund, what should I do? Am I allowed to do so?
Sir, if you are having a wage limit of less than 15,000 and working in an EPFO registered establishment, you do not have a choice, sir.
Why is it so?
Sir, because the primary intention of the act is to build the social security for the workers, and sir, for that purpose.
Okay, let us come to the next point.
Yes,
you
sir.
use the term social security.
Yes, sir.
Have you studied the vision and mission of Employee Provident Fund organization?
Sir, I have taken a look at that. Yes, sir. Vision
so where
24.
is this term social security used? Vision or mission?
Sir, it is mentioned in vision, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
There are 3 statements given in mission. In the first statement, they have mentioned social security,
Okay,
not
sir.
in the vision. Okay.
Even in sir vision also it is that it.
The term social security as such is used in mission.
Okay, thank you.
Can I read it out for you?
No, sir. So,
Okay. So it must be here. First statement is to meet the evolving needs of comprehensive social security in a transparent, contactless, faceless, and paperless manner.
yes, sir.
Right. So, anyways, we were talking about construction of houses because you are a civil engineer.
Yes, sir.
What is the wisdom in using so much of glasses in a tropical country like India?
Sir, one of the reasons why glasses are used is because of their aesthetic appeal, sir. It do create some problems if you use the traditional.
Don't you think that appeal comes at a very high cost? The cost of air conditioning.
Yes, sir. So if we use the traditional glasses, it will create a greenhouse gas effect and inside the houses, and it is not. It is counterintuitive.
Or it is just like a copycat kind of behavior because Europeans are doing. They need it because they are cooler than this part of the world.
Yes, sir.
And we are using it just for the aesthetic sense. So what would you advise? What should be done?
Sir, in that areas of buildings, there are several. We have designed several glasses also, which do not behave like traditional glasses, but look like traditional glasses, sir. So those are also being used in the
Have you
construction.
been to Gurgaon?
No, sir, I am not.
Almost all the buildings are like that only. Official buildings.
Yes, sir.
So, anyways, and it is one of the hottest part of the country nowadays.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now, have you heard about this term industrial relations?
Yes, sir.
Can you relate any incident under Gandhian leadership with the idea of industrial relations?
Sir,
Okay, first define industrial relations, then it would be easy.
yes, sir. So, sir, industrial relation refers to the relationship between employer and employee. From the employer's side,
There is a third party also.
management, sir.
Employer is management and promoter both.
Yes, sir, and government is also there in industrial relations, sir, to ensure that the rights of the
So
employees.
these three players were clearly visible in one of the
Sir,
events.
Ahmedabad mill strike, for example. Yes, sir, 1918.
So who were they? The three players?
Sir, first were industrialist. I guess
The promoters of Ahmedabad mill.
Anasuya.
One of them was a close friend also of Gandhiji,
Yes, sir.
Ambalal Sarabhai.
Yes, sir.
His sister Anasuya Sarabhai
Yes.
was opposing him. She was on the side of Gandhiji.
Gandhiji, yes, sir.
And the other were workers.
Yes,
The
sir.
third party was,
British government, sir.
it was the district magistrate of Ahmedabad who invited Gandhi to intervene when a strike was organized, right? So that way.
Thank you.
Anyways, uh, can you quote some articles where we see some kind of sense of social security or social justice provided?
Yes, sir. So, sir, in the Indian Constitution, Directive Principle of State Policies contains several measures for the promotion of
Which
social
article talks about equality of pay?
equality of, sir?
Payment, salaries,
Sir, equality of
or remuneration, you can say.
yes, sir. So, sir, equality of payment, sir, I think is in Article 38, sir. Article 39 or 38. I am
You are
exactly
not
not.
very sure.
Yes, sir.
It should be
Bet-
39.
between these two.
Anyways, now you see there are a lot of conflicts going on in different parts of the world. Some are silent, some are very visible. You know. Ukraine and Russia are also in a fight. Way back, Russia occupied Crimea. What was the reason?
Sir, it was a part of the warm water policy for Russia, and because Russia as a country do not have access to sea, because in the northern side there is Arctic which gets frozen.
What is so special about Crimea?
Sir, Crimea is having access to Black Sea, sir. So if Russia controls Crimea, sir, it will have.
So just having access to warm water does not solve any purpose. There must be something else also.
Sir, apart from that, sir, the population of
There is a port, Sevastopol, which
Yes,
has got that infrastructure from where the Russian Navy can make all the necessary movements and also project its power via Black Sea up to Mediterranean Sea and even Atlantic Ocean.
yes, sir.
Okay, anyways. One more question. We are hearing a lot nowadays about heat wave.
Yes, sir.
There are terms used like heat stress, heat stroke. So what is heat stress?
Sir, heat stress is the gradual buildup of stress conduced by heat in the human being, sir. It can result in change in physiological changes, sir, mental pressure, sir, and sir, change in blood pressure, sir. These type of changes can be induced by the
It
heat
is a
stress, sir.
situation where body is not able to manage the heat budget inside the body.
Yes, sir.
What it does do? It happened to one of the celebrities recently.
Sir, I think Shah Rukh Khan was fainted due to
He fainted.
Yes,
And in extreme situation, what it can do?
sir. In extreme situation, it can even result in death, sir.
So, what food would you suggest to be consumed in such times to maintain the temperatures and heat budget of the body?
Sir, I think in this scenario, one should eat a watermelon because it contains a very good water content in it. Apart from that, sir, intake of water should be high. around 4 to
Plain water?
Sir, if we have access to alkaline water, sir, it would be good for us. Otherwise, sir,
What is the role of red chilies? You would see that where there are desert-like areas in this country or dry areas, people consume lot of red chili in their food. Why?
sorry, sir, I'm not exactly.
There is a scientific reason.
Okay.
It keeps the blood thin. Otherwise, due to loss of water in hot temperatures, the blood can become thick. That is the reason. So Rajasthan, dry area of Maharashtra, Gujarat, you will see this thing. Not everywhere.
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay, fine. Thank you, Ankur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.